Today we are installing the new gauge setup in the Racecar, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so I decided to take a risk, go a cheap route. This is the new gauge setup for the Racecar. I got a Fire HD 8, which is an 8-inch screen from Amazon. I got this mount right here for it, along with this Veepeak OBD2 Bluetooth connector. I'll go over more details once I actually have it hooked up. Alright guys, we are in the neglected Racecar. I will show you a few of the updates that I've done since I haven't done a video in months. Alright, so I finally fitted in the metal dash and I covered up all the holes with just a plastic truck mud flap. I also made this center console for the switch panel out of flat stock, which was originally a roof skin from a Parts Forester. I rounded the edges, it lines up pretty good. This actually works. It's the only switch actually hooked up, but that goes to the both fans on the radio that I hooked up. I still have to do the radio itself. This is a toggle switch for actual tuning. It puts the ECU into the tuning mode. And this is obviously a horn button that is not hooked up. Alright, so this is the Fire tablet hooked on the mount. As you can see, it's a very universal mount. It's locked in so the tablet itself won't fall out. I'm planning on doing something, it's really fucking shaky because I have it loose. Something like this. So I can still see the fuel gauge and also the heat just from the factory setup. The cluster itself, the speedo works, but the tachometer needle did not, I guess, survive when I was doing a few things. So I just put a sticker over where it used to be. So that's why I will have speed, speed, boost, and I don't know, probably RPMs on the tablet. But yeah, let's plug it in and see if it actually works. Alright guys, so I just plugged in the Veepeak thing into the OBD2 port and I paired it to the tablet. All you have to do is connect the device, pair it, and oddly enough the pin code's 1234, so even I can't fuck that up. So I guess let's see if it actually works. Alright, so I connected it. Let's see if it does something. This is actually the second try, so we'll see. It's working. Obviously slow because it's, you know, not wired in, but it's not that bad. And altogether, in all honesty, between the tablet, the OBD2 connector, and this mount, along with the this app, it's OBD Fusion in the App Store. The app was only $4.99. So altogether for this project, I'm only into it $115. So I'll mount this thing up real quick and show you the outcome. Just checking out the other map I made, or not map, but cluster. I kind of like this one. I don't know. It's really nice though. I'll go more in depth with this shit, but like, you can just change it like that. Different setups. And you can have all different monitors, everything from obviously RPM, speed, boost. You can have coolant temp, you can have voltage, you can have all kinds of crazy shit. And like I said, the app is only $4.99. think this is where I'm going to mount it. Mount it right here. It's pretty solid, and I can still move it around quite a bit, and it rests on the steering column trim, which I will put probably some padding or something to help with the vibration. My view, it's hard to actually explain, roughly right there. I'm going to add more gauges, you know, obviously there and there, but I'll still be able to, you know, easily see the fuel and coolant if I want to actually go over a little bit. But I will put the put a coolant one right there also. All right, it's mounted. I have it up a little bit higher right now. As you can see, it's a little bouncy. Car's obviously not idling that well for other reasons. But yeah, with it up here, I can see everything. Yeah, I think it works really well so far. You know, obviously for driveway testing, I consider this a success. Altogether, like I said, the tablet, the OBD2 connector, and the actual mount only costs $115 with the $499 OBD2 Fusion app. I mean, for a $5 app and a $30 OBD2 connector, it's working pretty good. So yeah, I'll button this up, and if I have anything else to go over, I guess I'll go over it. One other thing I forgot to go over, for charging, if the battery on this does go low, obviously right there is where you connect for the charging. And down here, I have USB plugins. So it's more than close enough to actually have it charged while using, which is just perfect. I also forgot to mention you can clear codes with this. I have obviously a few codes to figure out, which are never good, but yes, delete. Hey look, I fixed it. And it appears the electric fans I installed are doing their job. I've had the car idling for, I don't know, like 10 minutes now. Just letting it get to temperature. And it's hovering right around that, which I believe is what the factory thermostat opens up at. Alright guys, so I consider it a success. Between letting the car idle for probably, I don't know, like a half hour, the radiator fans actually kept the coolant temp right around 185, so that's good. And the gauges, they worked, and it's a good $115 setup. But yeah, if you're still watching, thanks for watching. Check back for more.